Steam Next Fest is just around the corner. The June edition runs from June 9th to 16th. A lot of indie studios and solo devs ask the same questions. How early should we release the demo? What makes my Steam page stand out among others during Steam Next Fest? And maybe most importantly, how can we actually drive people to notice our game before the festival starts? Let's break it down and make sure whether you are ready for Next Fest or not. The first thing to remember is that timing is everything. I have noticed that a lot of devs treat Steam Next Fest as their last minute opportunity, but honestly it's more pre-launch milestone, and Steam allows your game to take part in it only for one time. So that means that you can't afford to just wing it. Ideally, you want to release your demo 1 to 3 months before the actual launch. That gives you some time to build hype around your game, gather feedback for your demo, and of course all the wishlists before your release. So if your demo is not ready in time, you should wait till next Steam Next Fest, because if you show a buggy build on Steam Next Fest, it's actually going to hurt you more than hell. So what do we need to be eligible for SNF? To join Next Fest, your game has to be unreleased or heading into early access after the fest ends. You will need a live coming soon page on Steam, a demo that's uploaded and playable before the fest starts. And of course a basic English language trailer and description. And also, as I have already mentioned, the game can't have been in any previous Steam Next Fest. So some devs played smart and published their teaser trailer 1-3 months before taking part in Steam Next Fest. It gives them enough time to gather feedback for the demo and to build wishlists. So yeah, it's a great strategy if you are planning ahead. Okay, let's talk about preparation. Here is a real-world example. Freerunners, the parkour action game made by a solo developer. So yeah, they uploaded their demo full 5 months before Steam Next Fest, and that gave them the breathing room to test and tweak their demo. They improved onboarding, they added support for multiple languages, for example Russian and Chinese. They implemented resolution settings, redesigned levels based on Reddit feedback. So by the time the fest arrived, they already released 5 updates for the demo. It might sound ideal, but here's the catch. They skipped the marketing. They didn't contact streamers, press, and their visuals were thrown together the night before the event. And what the result of that? Their capsule click-through rate was only 1.5%, and while their wishlist conversions were decent, like 15%, their visibility just wasn't there. And the dev later said, thought would work on the core game during SNF, but ended up doing neither well. So what's the lesson out of that? Is that Steam Next Fest is not the time to build a presence, it's more the time to leverage what you gained before that. Alright, let's say you're ready and your Steam page is live. What should you do now? One thing you must do is submit your demo for Valve review. Ideally, you should do that 3 weeks before SNF starts. That gives you a buffer for the situation if your game is not let to enter SNF, because Valve actually reviews all the demos for the fact that you deliver everything that you promise in your demo. So when your game is approved, don't wait and correct some mistakes maybe that you have in your game and ensure that it runs smoothly. Okay, now when your game is live on Steam, it's time to promote your game. You can start with a simple announcement. Just post on Twitter, Discord, or in a Steam news update. You can post something like, hey, we have launched our demo on Steam Next Fest, go wishlist the game. It's important to include clear call to action. And if it's your first public reveal, you can consider doing a press release for that. Just keep it short, concise and visually appealing. Then you can drop a teaser. Even a short 30 seconds teaser can do the job for you. Like, you can show the main mechanics of your game, your unique animation, and of course your overall vibe. And if your demo is already live, it's time to remind people about that. And consider preparing social media posts in advance. You can include something like countdown posts till your appearance on SNF, some GIFs of your gameplay, devlog style clips, we are on SNF type of post with a call to action to wishlist the game, and of course graphics. And having this content before SNF means that you won't have to scramble it for that before the date starts. Like like one day before, it's a really hard job, so yeah, take it into consideration. What if you are targeting for the audience on Reddit? I would suggest focusing on niche communities. Don't just post to game dev. You should find your specific genre audience, whether it's roguelikes, roguelites, tycoon, horror gaming, etc. etc. These places are gold for early interest and feedback, but keep in mind that a lot depends on Reddit's moderators. And the second thing you should do is to reach out to influencers. And remember that you don't need to contact a mega big influencer. It will be enough to contact several mid-tier influencers who play the same genre as your game is.
But don't make me. Oh my god, I'm sorry! Okay, never mind, bro. Shit.
Just a single video or viral tweet before Steam Next Fest can lead to these spikes in your wishlists. And when Steam algorithm sees that, it's highly likely that it will promote your game on the front page. So yeah, in fact, external traffic really matters. The discovery queue and more like these features often boost games that get passed before SNF even begins. So do not rely solely on Steam algorithms. Drive traffic for yourself first, and Steam will do the same for your game after that. Now let's talk about demo itself. How should your demo look like? The obvious thing is that it should hook players very fast. Think 30 minutes of engaging gameplay and make the first 5 to 10 minutes really shine. Do not do long intros. Do not do detailed tutorials. You should get players right into the action with a clear mission and a strong wow factor that will make them want to wishlist your game. And if your game has repeatable content, you can consider including an optional challenge or hidden level to reward replays. Because we remember that Steam favors games that have a long play time for their demos. And yeah, since Steam Next Fest is also about gathering feedback, you should consider adding something to your game so the players could easily send you the feedback about your demo. For example, they can report bugs or share possible improvements for you. You can pin your message in your Steam forum or send a link to your Discord. Some devs even publish their roadmap for the game so the players could know where the game is going. And finally, think about what happens after SNF. Many players will discover your demo late, so that's why a lot of devs keep their demo up for another week or two. If the idea of emailing journalists or influencers stresses you up, you're not alone. But you can make it easier with a simple plan. Start by building creator and influencers lists in advance. Look for people who covered games similar to yours. And remember, if your game is localized, consider searching for creators in different countries. And speaking about press kit, you should certainly make one, but do not spend a lot of time on that. Don't make it very fancy. Just put your trailer, your screenshots, logo, and the short description in a Google Drive folder, or use website like PressKit. And it's my personal pain, please add both black and white versions of your logo. You will simplify the life of journalists significantly by doing that simple step. Okay, now let's talk about how Steam algorithm actually works. Steam Next Fest front page is divided into sections. First one is popular upcoming. It shows games with the most wishlists. The second one is top demos. It highlights games with the most demo plays. And the last one is genre specific carousels that are driven by your tags. Tags are very important. I think I will create another video about that. So to show up in these charts, you should make three things. Build wishlist before the demo, drive demo plays and demo play times during the fest, and tag your game accurately. Even if you are not in a global top 10 on Steam Next Fest, you still can build your presence in your game's genre page. In 2025, Valve experimented by giving equal exposure to games during Steam Next Fest on the day one, but by day 2, Steam returned to favoring titles by their engagement. So do not rely on that first day bump. You will need your traction anyway. That comes from your effort you put in your game before the fest. So the fest is over. Now what? Don't let the momentum die. Keep your demo alive for at least a couple of weeks. You can check your Steam work starts and see where traffic came from. Look at your wishlist gains and use the data to decide what worked and what didn't. It will help you to tweak your marketing strategy. Second thing you should do is to follow up and say thank you to your followers, to press, and to content creators. Even if you post a simple thanks for 1,000 wishlists, it still drives your engagement. And if you gathered emails of your players, you can also send them a thank you note. And finally, use that feedback. If players loved certain mechanic of your game, you should promote that on your social media more actively. And if they found bugs, you can fix them. Xnilo Studio, that's making the puzzle game called Strand, they introduced Easter eggs for content creators and for people who helped them in finding bugs. They encouraged people to leave their feedback, to show themselves in the final titles of the game. So yeah, personally I made some content for them and found some bugs, so they told me that they included me in final credits. So yeah, speaking shortly, Steam Next Fest is a major pre-launch event for your game, and a lot depends on your previous work before the fest, like marketing your game, refining your demo, working with your community, and gaining wishlists. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next.